Okay, welcome to the last part of my declutter. This is just kind of a bunch of random stuff because nothing was really a big enough category in and of itself to do separate videos. So anyway, let's just go ahead and start going through it. First thing I have here is the Tarte foundation powder in Fair Honey. This is actually the third one of these that I purchased, and it used to be like my favorite face foundation powder, but I don't really use it anymore. I feel like the color isn't quite right for me. I just feel like it's a little bit yellow on my skin tone, so I just don't really use it. So I am gonna let that one go. Next thing I have here is this Laura Mercier setting powder. This is a really nice powder. The reason that I'm getting rid of it is because it's just so messy. Also, I'm not sure if she's still cruelty-free. That doesn't matter because I've already purchased it, but it's a very like silky, like nice powder, but I just don't use it because it's so messy. So I am gonna let this one go. I did keep the puff though that came with that. Next, this was an impulse buy. This is the Kat Von D Locket powder in Fair. It's just too dry for me. Like, it doesn't feel that dry when I swatch it, but it looks dry on my skin, so I don't really use it. So I'm gonna let this one go. Next, this is kind of painful for me. This is the Tarte Filtered Light Setting Powder that they came out with from the Rainforest to the Sea collection last year. It smells so good. It doesn't, like when the powder gets in your mouth, you know, because it floats around and gets in your mouth, it doesn't have any taste, but it smells like vanilla, and it feels like really smooth and silky, just kind of like the Smooth Operator powder. But I feel like it just makes my skin look really, really dry. It's just not a hydrating powder, so I am going to let this one go, but not yet. I'm going to actually hold on to it because there's a video that I want to do comparing setting powders. So I think I am going to hold on to that for that reason, but I will eventually be decluttering it. And then this is a sample of the Tarte Smooth Operator powder. And I used to really like this, but then my skin got drier and it just doesn't work for me as well as it used to. So I'm gonna let this one go as well. Next thing I have here is this primer from Laura Mercier. It was just a free sample. It's the Radiance primer. I don't know, like I feel like it makes my skin look kind of weird, like kind of orangey. So I just don't really use it. Yeah, it doesn't have really a smell, just a makeup smell. It looks like it does give kind of a nice glow, but I don't know. I just don't reach for it. I have other primers that I absolutely love, so I'm not going to be hanging on to this one. Okay, next primer I have here. I don't know what happened to the cap. I thought it fell off in the basket, but I searched the basket and it's not in there, so I don't know where the cap is. But this is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. This is actually a really nice primer. I bought a bunch of the new like skincare and primers and facial sprays and stuff that Urban Decay came out with last year, planning to do a video on all of them, and then I just never got around to it. You can see I have not used very much of this. I did really like it for giving both hydration and also for blurring pores. It does both of those things. But I have gotten, you know, since then, I have gotten the Too Faced one, and that smells like peaches and has that cooling effect, so I like it better. But look how it just smooths out the skin. Like, it's a really nice primer. I'm kind of surprised that people didn't talk about these more, besides giving like bad reviews, because this is a really good one, but I just don't use it because I have that peach one that I like a little bit better. Now this one is interesting. This is the self-adjusting primer from Urban Decay. This one, like, I never really got it. Like, I tried to use it for like color correcting and stuff, and it's weird. Like, it changes colors. Like, let's see if it's gonna show the color changing. It's like as it warms up against your skin, it changes color. It's supposed to kind of like match your skin tone, but to me it ends up just looking kind of orangey yellow and like bruised. So I don't really like this one, and I'm going to let that one go. Next thing I have here is this illuminating setting spray from Cover FX. It actually has the best sprayer for a setting spray that I have ever found. Even better than Smashbox, which is saying something because that has a really good sprayer as well. But this gives such a fine mist. It has a really nice sweet scent to it, and then it leaves your skin kind of glowy. But there's actually like glitter or something in here. I don't know. Like I do like this. I just prefer my Smashbox one, so I don't reach for this one as much. But you know what? It is a nice setting spray, and I think it's only about half full. So I think I'm going to actually hold on to this and try to use it up. Next thing I have here is this Man-Eater eyeliner. I got this during the 21 Days of Beauty, I think, last year, and I just never use it. I used it once, and it kind of smudged on my lower lash line, which most eyeliners do, because I get like really oily outer corner, you know, like outer lower lash line corners like get really oily. I don't know. So I just, you know, stopped. I used it that one time and then didn't use it again. So I'm just going to let this one go. I love my Marc Jacobs. Then I have the Urban Decay Perversion Black Liner. I've used, you know, about a third of this. And then I discovered Marc Jacobs. And Marc Jacobs has kind of replaced my Urban Decay eyeliners. So I don't really use this anymore. But this is a really good, like, blackest black kind of eyeliner. But again, I get that, like, slight outer corner smudging, even with the Urban Decay 24/7. So letting it go. Next thing, let's just go to this Tarte Lip Architect. This was, I think, also one of the 21 Days of Beauty things last year. It has a liner on one end, and then on the other end is like a lipstick. This is part of the Double Duty Beauty line. I'm trying to find out what the color is. The color is Muse, so it's a really nice nude. And this lipstick is like really creamy and nice. It was broken when I got it. Well, it looks like I fixed it or something. You know what? I think I'm actually going to hold on to this and give it another try because I did like the product. It was just, I thought it was broken. So I guess maybe the tip actually just broke off already. So I might go ahead and hang on to this one. Next thing I have here is this Bite Beauty Mini like multi-stick. It was like a free gift with purchase from Sephora. This is the color. It's okay. It's not really my color. It's like a brownie kind of brownie, dark maroony nude. And that kind of color just does not look good on me. So I used it once and I am not keeping it. Next thing that I'm getting rid of, this came in a recent Sephora like new lip kit thing. Which was all cruelty-free, which was really cool. This is the Fenty Beauty matte lipstick. This has some staining power. I shouldn't have probably swatched it because it's going to stay on there. It's a very pretty color, but it is so stinking dry. Like, I cannot wear this. I cannot wear it. It will stain your lips, so you could put it on and then immediately take it off, and it's still gonna be there. So it is a pretty color. It's nice that it like really does have that like lasting power, but no, I'm not keeping it. Way too dry. This is in the shade Candy Venom. Next thing I have here, this is just something I don't reach for. It's a nice product. This is the Bare Minerals Pop of Passion. It was a free gift with purchase. It's like their tinted chapstick sort of thing. It's a really pretty color. I don't reach for it. You know, if I'm gonna do like a sheer wash of color that's comfortable on my lips, I'm gonna go for the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Quench Lip Rescues because those are just my favorite. This is the shade Plumberry Pop, by the way. Next thing I have here is this lipstick from Too Faced in the shade Lollipop. It's really pretty, but I just don't reach for this one. It's a little bit dry too, so I am just gonna go ahead and let that one go. I might just toss it because it does feel a bit dry. Next lipstick I have here is in the shade Venom from Urban Decay. This is another dark shade that I just don't tend to reach for. I have the shade Firebird, which is kind of like this, but it's like a little bit lighter, so it just works better on me. So this is the color. It's very pretty. It's very pretty, like purpley pink shade, but it's just a little bit too dark for me. I can't believe that Candy Venom came off the Fenty Beauty. I'm using these new makeup remover wipes from Skin Iceland. They did these were like part of the 10 times points. They take off everything. Amazing. Okay, next thing is going to be this Tarte CC Clay Eye Primer stick. I bought this like on sale, you know, on one of Tarte's like when sales on sale. The color is actually really good, but I feel like it doesn't, like it creases, and the point of an eye primer is for it to not crease, right? So I don't really like it. It doesn't really help keep my eyeshadows on that well, so I am going to let it go. Next thing I have here, this I used like once and I just didn't like it. This is the Buxom Shimmer Shock lipstick. I thought it would be a really pretty color. I really like a lot of the Buxom lip products, but it just kind of like skips and goes on a little bit patchy, and I did not like this particular formula, so I'm gonna let that go. Here's a random thing. This is the Click Stick holder thing from Cover FX. It's just not necessary. I love the little click sticks. I have the green color corrector and then also the foundation / concealer stick, and those are great, but it's really annoying putting them in this thing. It's better to just keep them in their original packaging. So I am going to get rid of that. Next thing I have here is a Smashbox lipstick in the shade Be Legendary, and I actually haven't used this, so I'm not going to swatch it. I think I have another one that's actually in my collection, so I don't need to. Of course, this was a free gift with purchase. That's why I have it. Next thing that I have is this NARS lipstick in the shade Dolce Vita. I actually really like this lipstick. I'm really tempted to keep it, but I have so many nudes, and NARS is no longer cruelty-free, so it's like, why should I keep a non-cruelty-free lipstick when I have a bunch of cruelty-free ones that are similar colors? And it's a pretty sheer shade as well. Like my Urban Decay Ex-Girlfriend is similar to this, but it's actually, even though that's a sheer formula, it's less sheer than this one. So I'm gonna let this go. Now I do actually have two of the Bite Beauty, not multi-sticks, what are they called? High pigment lip pencil. You guys know, if you've watched my channel, I love the high pigment lip pencils. These are in the shade Shabolous and Rhubarb, and I just don't reach for these colors, which is why I'm getting rid of them. So there is Rhubarb, and there is Shabolous. So you've got kind of a mauvey nude and then more of a reddish sort of nude. And these colors are just a little bit off for me. I don't know how to explain it. I don't like them on myself, so I am letting those go. Next thing I have here is a NARS lip pencil. This is the matte kind, and it's a little bit too dry for me. This is the shade Cruella, and it was part of, I think, the birthday gift 2 years ago. So it's pretty, but it's a little bit too dry for me. Next, I have this Urban Decay lipstick in the shade 1993. It's Comfort Matte. I got this in a kit of like 5 lipsticks that was on sale for like $25 or something. I just don't reach for this shade. I don't like brown nudes, and that's what this is. So I did try it, but brown nudes just don't work for me, so I am gonna let that one go. Next, I have this Urban Decay Lorac Beauty and the Beast collection. This is another like brown kind of nude. This is in the shade Très Chic, and it's this one here. You can see it kind of skipped a little bit. It's like I said, it's another brown nude, and brown nudes just don't look good on me, so I'm gonna let that go. And then I have this NARS lip pencil in Sex Machine. I really used to like these NARS lip pencils a lot, and I just don't really use them anymore. This is actually a matte. It's not as dry as the Cruella one. It is a very pretty color, but I just don't reach for it. I reach more for my Bite Beauty high pigment lip pencils in the colors that I like. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this one go. This is, I don't want to let this go. This is the Urban Decay Super Saturated Lip Pencil in the shade Love Child. And that's right there. Oh, but I know why I put this in the Declutter. Because this is really similar to the Bite Beauty High Pigment Lip Pencil in the shade Velvet. And I like the formula of that just a little bit more. This is a little bit sticky. That one's a little bit like more creamy and hydrating. I mean, they both are creamy and hydrating, but that one is a little more so. So I'm gonna let this one go. And then I also have another super saturated lip pencil. As you can see, it's not been used as much because I just don't really reach for this color. And this is the shade Crush. And it's this neon pink. It's really pretty. It's like this Barbie lipstick pink, but I don't reach for it. So I'm gonna let that go. And the last one is this NARS Velvet Lip Liner in the shade Anse Soleil. And I've used this quite a bit. I just haven't really been reaching for it in the last 6 months. It's just this pretty like corally lip liner shade. I wonder if I could put it back into my, this is all that's left. Like, you know what, I'm just gonna try and finish this up. I'm gonna hold on to this because it's almost done anyways. Okay, so for this declutter of randomness, I have 27 things that I am going to declutter, and then I have 4 things that I'm potentially saving: my Cover FX spray, and then my NARS pencil. I am gonna go ahead and just hold on to this and finish it up because there's not very much left. And then my Tarte Double Duty Beauty Lip Architect, and then also my Tarte powder, but this is just for a video. I'm not gonna save it like long term. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this declutter and this series. I will link my other declutters below in case you wanna go check those out. And I will be back at some point to start a series, or to whittle down like the things that I've saved into 10 and then start a series on like last chance kind of makeup. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.